Ulla Play Unplugged fans, it's Enrico Nardini with another unboxing, and the reason I say that Martian battle cry is I have my All Quiet on the Martian Front Kickstarter rewards here in this here box. And so we're going to take a look at them, and I'm really excited to crack open this box. So I'm just going to we'll do a quick overview of what's inside, and then we'll take a closer look. I'm going to start by cutting this open. And we'll take a look at what's inside the box. Alright. There's a packing sheet. So it looks like all the highlighted things are the things that are actually in here. And there was a statement that the rest of the things would eventually be sent. There's a lot of stuff highlighted on here. It looks like most of my things are going to be in this first deployment, which is cool. So we got the guff that comes along with anything that gets packed in. And so let's see. All right. We've got, looks like some plastic tripod action. There we go. Some more plastic tripods. We've got the small rule book, the like digest size version of the rules. Looking nice. We've got a tape measure. Looks like some posters. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. Oh, we got some stuff that just fell out of the packaging. I think these are maybe the civilians. And a bunch of them just fell out of the packaging. Some guys on bikes. We've got some, looks like infantry stands. Some more infantry or civilians or something. Some more infantry stands. We've got some small, these are like the smaller tripods. We've got some tanks. And there we go. So let's take a look. All right. Oh, and we got the hardcover copy of the book and some paper train. All right, we'll take a look under the closer. We'll take a look at the closer. So starting this off, I've got a little thank you note from Ernie Baker, which is awesome. I can't wait to really dig into this stuff. It's great that it was great to be a part of this Kickstarter and help make it happen. So nice little thank you there. I have the invoice, and so what this is they're sending this in waves, so I don't have everything that was part of my Kickstarter package, but I do have plenty to get started. So the first thing, and probably one of the big high interest points for this, is the tripods, the Martian tripods. And so here are the two sprues that make the regular size Martian tripod. So we see here's like the canopy. This is the front eye center part. These look pretty cool. Nice multi-part plastic kits. They're well detailed. There isn't a whole lot of filigree and things like that, but that is intentional. They're not supposed to look that way. If you remember how the Martian tripods are supposed to look according to H.G. Wells' story. And I'm a huge fan. I'm actually, one of the things I'm the biggest fan of is Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds, and so I went with the British Expeditionary Force to do some Brits versus Martians. So these look really cool. And so each one, there's some options. I know that this is the heat ray. One of these is the fog, the black fog that they would disperse and use to slay the humans. And so they have come back, and hopefully this time they will not be so easily dispatched. Very cool. Very excited to put these together, paint them up. I think this smaller one with a smaller separate canopy is the Scout tripod. So here's like a smaller Scout tripod that appears to use the same leg sprue as the full-size tripods. So those are the tripods. Here are the two books. This is the full-sized, full rule book, and man, it is beautiful. Just really nice. So look at the art. I'm like super excited about this book. It's just, here's a picture of the tripods assembled. But man, this book is pretty. Just paging through it, I can't wait to read it. It's got a really nice layout, good font choices, and illustrations, lots of painted miniatures, full color all throughout. Just a beautiful, beautiful rule book. Very excited to dig into this one. So there's our All Quiet on the Martian Front rulebook. Just super great. Cannot say enough nice things. At least the initial look. I haven't read it, obviously, but and a little digest version that you can take with you. This has all the basic rules. I believe the thing that this doesn't have is like force organization, things like that. So, but it has a nice rule summary, things like this. This will be great. This came with the basic set that I ordered, and then the rule books were extra. But I really am glad to have both because this is like the one I will take to the shop to when I want to play. All right, so we've got a bunch of Kickstarter extras. These buildings, paper terrain, they'll be fun to put together, and also they'll be good for use in the games. Nice little paper terrain sets. These will actually be really great, and I like how they have the damaged and the and undamaged buildings. So some buildings, some terrain for use with your game. Let's see what else. Tons of dice, bunch of D10s. They're the dice used in the game. Got some green, got some red. All right, so looking at my packing sheet, I'm going to try to guess at what everything is. Oh, wait, hold on. We've got some all different kinds of markers. So here are the different markers for the game. You know, and they look great. All these different little markers for marking possibly damage or other things. Okay. So, in there we've got, so these are Mark II Baldwin steam tanks. And I believe these are for the U.S. Hopefully I can use them as, hopefully we are allowed to take allies or something like that so I can use them with my British troops. Each one of these is a tank sprue. Multi-part tanks. These guys are big. They're the vehicles in this, as they should be. The Martian walkers and these tanks are quite chunky. They look like they're going to go together pretty easily. There's not a ton of parts on here. So hopefully they'll go together nicely and paint up real quick. Get some nice paint jobs on these guys. This is, I believe, these are drones. There's 3 of them. These are like Martian drones. They're like small mini walkers. Now, these, yeah, so here's like, you can see it almost looks like a smaller version of the Martian canopy. I will say, looking at these look like they might be a little bit of a tough assembly. I don't want to judge it before I actually put them together, but there's a lot of little fiddly parts here. We'll see. You know, I'll have to actually put them together to see. I think these are the legs. That's pretty obvious. Some kind of tendril or sensor. And yeah, we'll see. I'll have to put them together and find out. We just got a Kickstarter update with instructions on how to assemble. Hopefully the assembly of these will be in there too. Now, one of the bags had opened in the packaging, so if some of the stuff is mixed up and I incorrectly name it, I apologize. But that's where we are. So let's see. So some of these have got to be the infantry, the BEF infantry, and I think these are them. So let's take a look at a stand of infantry. So they come with a stand here, and by the looks of them, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd assume 5 guys make each stand. We've got 10 guys here. And so you can see these guys look great. Really cool. Love their gas masks. Well sculpted, well detailed, especially for the scale. This guy's got some kind of, I think maybe a flamethrower or a Tesla coil or some kind of crazy weapon. His backpack is enormous. So there's the infantry. And so I've got 3 stands of these infantry guys. That's those. Yep. All right, so there's the BEF infantry. And so these, I think, let's see. Oh, I know what these are. Okay. So these, I think, are civilians. They're stands of civilians that are fleeing. You can see they're like people running, women and children, men running. So these are like civilians. They probably, for scenario objectives, things like that, you have to protect them, which is cool. I love civilian models in games, so this will be fun to have in there. Got to protect these guys. And so these last 2 packages, these are the Rough Riders. And so these guys are guys on motorbikes with gas masks. So there's 3 stands of these. And then the last guys are, don't want to lose that handlebar. These last guys, I believe, are zombies. So these are, yeah, these are the Martian, they're basically humans that have been taken over and are zombie troops fighting for the Martians. These guys are cool. They're kind of spooky looking, half cyborg. They've got these crazy heads that, once again, they kind of mimic the Martian tripod. And this is something totally, you know, like the Martian tripod idea obviously is from H.G. Wells' writing, but these guys are totally kind of unique to this this new setting and game. These Martian-controlled humans. Here, when we see with the gas mask and the little thing coming off his arm, they all have some kind of projector coming off their arm, and there's a nice mix of genders in here. Awesome. Very pleased with this first deployment. I cannot wait to get my hands on the rest of my British Expeditionary Force. Thanks so much for watching this unboxing. I can't wait to get more of my deployment, get the rest of my British Expeditionary Force, and we'll unbox that as well. One last thing, I like the finishing touches. I've got a roll here of what I can assume are posters, and so yeah, so we've got a poster for tanks. These will be decorating my game room soon. We've got, oh my goodness. Stop the Madness, enlist today. These are great. Oh man, that is an ignominious fate to be dropped inside that, it looks like a grinder. Help stop this. Little Martian poster. Here's one of all the tripods. These are really cool. There's so many of these. We've got some maps. Here's the Texas Theater of War. Let's see what else is here. This is... Oh my gosh, drop this stuff all over the place. Alright, so we've got... this is the USA. I just saw my boys down here. The next one is, yes, the... Here is the British Expeditionary. Oh my goodness, alright, so we've got a map of Mars. Are there enough posters? Oh, this is my favorite one. Check this out. Is that not awesome? He's watching you. And the Canadian Theatre. So there you have it. Tons of great stuff from Alien Dungeon. Very pleased that I backed this Kickstarter. And check out more. We'll do another unboxing when I get the next deployment in. And once again, thanks for watching. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you next time.